What's good, world? Wherever you are right now, welcome to the Uncle Chuck's podcast. A podcast engineered by me just to have a chat with my friends. We just want to talk, nothing really serious, I invite a couple of friends over. We just talk about random stuff here in Zimbabwe. Mm-hmm. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time and where you're watching this. I'm excited this week, really, really excited. I'm with a very close friend of mine, superstar, not superstar in the making, but her rise to fame was unsanctioned, you know what I mean? She just
yeah.
She just blew up because a couple of years back, I was looking at this schoolgirl.
Yeah.
I was looking at this schoolgirl. The next minute, she's all over the place, yeah, and I'm really proud of her. And then, we've had our conversations, and she's told me so many things about what she wants to achieve in life, and those things have come to pass. You know what I'm saying? These are like God-sent things. You know what I'm saying? Yaya Goodvibes. Everybody knows who you are. Welcome to my man cave. Welcome to Uncle Chuck's podcast.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. Hey, I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah,
I'm so happy.
You are looking stunning in all black.
That's the vibe all the time. Always look good. Always look good. You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
The whole Good Vibes thing, the name, where did it come from?
Okay, let me start with Yaya. So Yaya is like my nickname. Like I was just Yaya. So each time, usually I use the word yeah, and I became Yaya, right?
It's like that.
Yes. So, and also I'm from Zambia. I'm a Tonga. I'm Wanasa, Ukumatonga.
You're not Zimbabwean.
I am Zimbabwean, but also Zambian. My dad is Zambian, but I grew up in Zim. So yeah. Okay. So it also means a big sister.
Okay.
Like your CC is Yaya as well.
Yeah,
I think in Shewa they do the same thing. And then the Good Vibes. So I was just Yaya. And then I met a very good multimedia personality called Becky K.
Okay.
She used to work for ZFM and now she's into corporate broadcast. Uh-huh. And then she always asks me like, oh, you're Yaya, then what? Mm-hmm. What defines who you are?
Yeah.
So she was like, you need to have a tagline, Yeah. Every company has a tagline, da feels good, whatever it is, right? Yeah. So you are going to be a company, you're going to be a trademark, so have a tagline. That's how I started thinking, like, oh, Yaya what? I actually changed, like, Yaya who. I woke up sometimes, Yaya this, Yaya that, and then I later realized it has to be something to do with my character, which is good energy, good vibes. So I just became Yaya Good Vibes. So yeah, that's how it started.
And it sits on you pretty well.
It does.
Because I've never seen you angry.
I do get angry most times.
You do?
I just hide it.
You're doing pretty good at hiding it.
Yeah, I do.
Because I've never, ever, seen you angry.
Yeah.
So the good vibe sits on you pretty well.
Yeah, I love it as well.
Tell us about your journey, though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, early on in the introduction, I was like, I met you like schoolgirl.
Yeah.
And 2-3 years later, you just blew up,
Okay, so I started media in 2017. Yeah. So 2016, I was in high school. I was at QE, Queen Elizabeth Girls Eye. And I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to study law. And my points were not very good. Okay. Right? I had 13 points. So...
What do you mean you're not good?
They wanted points? 15.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to be able to use it. They were like 15, straight up.
In my era, 13 was pretty good.
And they wanted 15. So it was a whole back and forth, like, for me to get a place.
Right.
And also, we're not financially stable as a family for me to go to uni that time.
Okay.
So I was thinking of taking a gap year at the time, blah, blah, blah. And strange enough, I was just at home. I'm reading through a newspaper. Then I see there's, college that offers media and broadcast diplomas. I was like, I could try this for now because I didn't want to take a gap year because of financial issues. I don't want to be at home. Let me just go. They were have the entrance test and whatnot. I went there. It's called COSA, Christian College of Southern Africa. I took the test and I did very well, actually. Everyone was there. I was the best. So they asked, who is this girl who knows too much? Because it was more like a general knowledge paper thing. And I was like, I know my things. I'm always online. And I got a place. So when I got the place, now I had to explain that I don't have money.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to go to the principal that time. He's a good man. I told him my situation. Currently, my parents don't have money. I don't have money, but I want to start school.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I can start and then I'll pay as I go? Because we used to pay every month.
True. Okay.
And I was surprised when he said, yes, you can come to school. Trust me, that I think the next 2 days I was in school.
Oh, right.
And I'm going back home to explain that I'm actually now going to school. Like, what school? I'm like, I enrolled in school and whatnot. So that time it didn't make sense for them. What do you want to do? I wanted to do media and mass communication. And I went there. I started going to school. So I started selling my T-shirts. I was selling T-shirts at a label called Emoticon. So
what does that mean?
It was emojis. So I'll just print out emojis on your, like you wear a T-shirt that's according to your mood. If you're grumpy person, just put out the grumpy emoji. So I was just printing them out and I'll sell them in town. Starting to make a little bit of a buck, and I was paying partly of my school fees, you know. And my mom would pull through as well, pay a bit of the school fees. So I started paying monthly, going to school. It was cool, and I'm now doing media. While I was doing media, I had a YouTube channel. I started a YouTube channel. Very cringe. I don't want to talk about it. But I don't even ask us the username. I'm not going to tell.
Wait, hold on. Is that channel still up?
Never. I'll never say. Because you're going to look for it.
Of course, we're going to look for it.
One day, when I'm in a good mood, I'll show you. So I was a presenter on the channel. I was under this page, and I would talk about what's happening. And I was stammering throughout, like, you know how it is. I was starting. But it actually went through. And I remember getting a call months later from ZBC.
Okay.
Like, oh, we saw you got a YouTube channel. We are short of a present. Sure.
Come through.
I'm like, me? Is it a prank? Because I was at school. It's like, no, we can actually pick you up at school right now. And then the next thing, ZBC guys, went up my school, the October, I'm going for my first shoot.
All right.
So I wasn't even ready, and I'm like confused. Am I really working? I got a job. So I had a show. I started with YGT back then. The Young, the Gifted, and the Talented. It was like a kids show.
Why what?
YGT.
It's called, what's that?
The Young, the Gifted, and the Talented.
Okay,
it was
okay.
Like you know, back then we used to have KidsNet.
It's called youth.com.
You have youth.com.
Yeah, because I used to do youth.com.
And there was KidsNet, right?
No, KidsNet was the umbrella.
But then about youth.com.
Then there was youth.com and there was Teen Scene under KidsNet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they upgraded to YGT.
Oh, okay.
So it became YGT for the young ones.
All right.
Yeah, so I was presenting on YGT. I got a spot there.
Yeah.
It was so amazing. I was like, yeah, I'm on TV now. My Gogo is calling me like, I saw you on TV.
Did the fame ever get to your head, though?
I doubt. I doubt. Actually, up to now, it does. Sometimes I forget that I'm known.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so then from there, I had another show on ZBC called, it was called Urban Pulse. So I had to do with young people that are doing amazing in the arts industry.
Okay.
And from there, I used to get other shows, but it was fun. So that's how I started. Yeah. And that's when I shifted my whole focus to social media. Yeah. That's how I started being Yaya, and I'm posting content. And then Mfanong came through. There was like a wave that time. I think 2019, Mfanong made rounds when I was just saying a lot of things. Online. And
where do you get the energy from? Because like what you just said right now is that you actually went to the principal of the college and you told him your story, and it was more like I don't have money right now, but I want to learn. Right, I'm saying I don't have money right now, but I want to learn. Not a lot of people have that energy. I mean, look where you are now from that one bold step. That's where I'm coming from. You know, there was one bold step whereby you didn't have money to go to university and stuff, but it's an initiative that you took by yourself. Like, I want to go to school, and you went and you spoke to the principal. Don't you think this is like a calling? Don't you think?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not afraid to ask. Like, I grew up where my mom used to always tell me, don't be afraid to ask when you don't know. Like, it's a rule at our house. If you don't know, ask.
Yeah, of course.
Why are you quiet?
Yeah.
At least have an answer. Don't be quiet. Ask if you have a problem. Talk. So for me, I always feel like in this world, if I have a problem, I ask.
True.
Yo, what should I do? Hey, can you help me with this? If you can't, it's cool. At least I know I tried. So for me, it's always like, even when it comes to my work, I don't decline. No. I understand. And I always tell myself, there's no such thing as denial. It's just delay.
Yeah, true.
For that time, it's denial, yes. But maybe it's a delay to something. So I'm not afraid to try my luck. Like, I just try. I just like, maybe it's gotta be yes.
Yeah.
If I get a no, it's fine. I always tell myself not denial.
I'd rather get a no than just keeping quiet.
Yes. I want to know what's up. I want closure. I'm that girlfriend who asks for closure.
Yeah. I mean, your rise to fame right now. I mean, your rise to fame came really fast, like really rapid, and of course, along that, you will bump into a lot of haters. Of course,
Yeah.
You bump into a lot of negative energy. I mean, what challenges have you faced, like on the rise? People might say that social media might have been, like more like a male-dominated industry a bit when it first started. But you just there. Like Yaya's everywhere. I mean, how many brands are you ambassadors for?
A lot. Yeah.
Is it?
I have a lot. I have Premier Vet. I last had Odin Foods. I work with Fantas. I work with Fanta Africa, by the way.
Yeah.
Right now I'm working with Coca-Cola.
Okay.
I've worked with Net One, Econet. I've worked with Steers. I've worked for Simsa Brands for the longest. Like 3 years. I've been an ambassador for Steers Zimbabwe and SA. I've worked with DSTV Zimbabwe and DSTV South Africa. I've worked with Kina Connections. I've worked with.
All right. So what's your net worth right now?
You don't want to know, but I'm good.
No, you good. I can see. I can see you're good, but yes, I mean.
Okay, you know, to challenge a couple of men out there.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you just mentioned a couple of top brands. This is like what's close to 10 companies. In the
it is. It is.
But I mean, this is all hard work.
Yeah,
I mean, this is all hard work. Back to the question, where the challenges that you faced.
I think generally just being a woman is the first challenge you have. Like, people don't think you got balls to do anything. Like when they see you.
You got balls?
I do. Somewhere. At home. Next to my, So, because like just being a lady generally is like a downplay. Because you get in a meeting like, oh, it's a.
You know what? A lot of people have said that. I got a lot of female friends in high places who have said that they've had challenges rising to the top. I don't get that part. Like, what challenges though? If you're good, you're good. You know what I'm saying?
You know what happens? Okay, now I'm used to it. But the first times I used to get in a board meeting.
Yeah.
Trust me, if they see a lady, they're just like, even the way they speak, you can tell that these guys are not even taking me serious. It only comes when now they understand what you're saying. Now you start speaking like, I know what I'm doing. Hey, I know where I stand. But at first it's just, okay, so, okay, So just being a lady for other people is a downplay because, I'm a lady, so she doesn't know, or maybe she's still thriving, So that's one of the most difficult things to do. And women are the most talkative people in the world, especially on social media.
Preach.
So they'll end up being the people that will downplay you. And there are a lot of women in this world. So it means a lot of people on social media are women.
True.
And the first people that will comment bad about you, negative, you will never find like a man having talk about your eyebrows, like like your ears, your eyes, your legs.
Yeah.
So they don't even mind, some of them. It's either he's gonna comment about your craft, like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nothing hectic. But if you see the shady comments, they're coming from other women. Like those are the ones. Yaya's nose is big. You don't like your makeup. The makeup is too much. No, but without makeup, she's ugly. This one, you know how it is. Yeah. So I think it's always negative, but for me, I've always seen it from a good light. Like, I don't mind the gender because I figured money doesn't have gender. If you want to make money, just make money. So if I'm going to stick around and be like, oh, because I have problems because I'm already a lady, I don't stand for that. And I've always known where I stand. Mm-hmm. So when I started, I also worked for radio later on. I worked for Heart and Soul radio station. Mm-hmm. I later moved to Power FM when I was working with Merciless, is a good fellow, by the way. I worked with Merciless on the drive.
Yeah.
It was so good. I had an amazing time that time. So now when you go to main broadcast, mainstream, so a lot of women think you're there because of you got, in kind, favors in kind, And men do ask, to be honest. Men do
How
ask.
do you deal with that?
Men do ask, like, they can plainly ask you. Like,
straight up.
Yeah, like, what? Even people you actually look up to, which is crazy. Because there's some men out there, when you're at home, you've never bumped into them, just like, oh, these guys know what they're doing, I wish to be in their shoes one day. And then you meet them, and then they ask you out, what? You're supposed to be my mentor. What?
Yeah.
It sucks. But for me, I think I just say no sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not afraid to say no.
Yeah.
I'd rather lose an opportunity while I say no. and I'm happy in my house.
Be in a position where you're not comfortable.
I don't want to wake up and ask you about my money and be like, yo, you owe me $50, but I can't do it because I was with you last night.
Okay.
No, I want my money. So I just don't sleep with you because you want my money. Because once you sleep with someone you work with, it's gone.
Of course.
He doesn't respect you.
No.
Tomorrow you're going to deliver work and then you just be like, but now you don't have the power to actually ask for your money or suggest something, you know. So I love power. So I actually want to be on top of, you know, certain people in my life. So I'll never.
What do you mean on top?
Just like, not just like work, like being a queen, you know.
Okay.
Just owning the game.
My bad. You know,
not like on top.
You know my mind.
It's not like I love being on top. Just
saying. Right.
So like
5 years from now, where is Yaya going to be? 5 years from now.
5 years.
Yeah.
How old am I?
You know, 5 years is too much. Let's talk about, say, 3 years from now. Where do you see yourself?
3 years.
Because right now you are everywhere. Listen, I don't want to start any controversy right now, but. In the beginning, we had, what's her name? Madam Boss was all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was all over the place.
It's a good brand, hey?
She's my neighbor, by the way.
Oh, really?
Jura what separates us.
Oh.
I mean, and you just came. I mean, you're going to be all humble and modest about this now, but the truth is you just came and swiped it completely.
Yeah.
Your vibe was different. You came with something which was really, really amazing and fantastic. And I think all these brands that you mentioned saw that and appreciated. Hence, how I've never understood how one country, Zimbabwe, with so many corporates can have one brand ambassador. That means you're doing something really amazing.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I'm saying? Because we have a lot of socialites out there too. What's that word? I never used to like that word. Influencer. I've never. Are you an influencer?
Yeah, sort of. I guess so.
Okay, well, I'll Google that later on. But I've never understood that word. But basically, what I'm saying is you swept it completely. I mean, we have other female celebrities out there, but they're not doing it like you. Like you are the go-to person right now.
Yeah.
If you want your brand out there. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? I mean, listen, it's okay to have a big head now and then, but how do you feel about that? These are God-sent, like, blessings. That's the way I see it.
I feel like it's amazing. It's really amazing for myself, actually, and my brand and my team. It's something that we always value every day.
Yeah.
Like, it's where we really wanted to be. I remember I once had a shoot years ago, and I was like, I wish I'd work with Coca-Cola one day. And the next thing you're getting a call from, they're like, how much do you want? You know? So it's like a dream. I used to dream back then, like when I was young. I'd say I'd be on TV one day. I never knew how. But then, yeah. So for me, it's actually an achievement. And it's something that's representing my family, even some girls out there. So I feel like it's dope. Like
it is
dope. Sometimes it'll be like, is it me?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Recently you took a a shot left when you came and you're like, Chuck, I wanna do this DJ thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, we've been practicing for a couple of weeks. We did the Fiesta thing. Congratulations. The performance was amazing.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And it was an avenue which had not been really grasped by the females in Zimbabwe. I mean, we have a couple of female DJs in Zimbabwe, but they didn't take it to the level. I mean, your introduction into the industry was huge.
Yeah, crazy. Hey.
Close to 1 million views on Facebook and Instagram. It was crazy, though.
It was.
How far you want to take this DJ? I'm asking you now, yet I'm your coach. How far you want to take it?
You said 3 years from now. Honestly, it's going to be less time, but maybe actually next year or so. I'm going to be on Coachella. I'm going to be performing at Coachella. Yes.
Coachella's big.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I promise you. It's a promise, actually. If I say I'm dreaming, it's crazy. I'm promising you that. I feel like I really want to take this avenue to greater heights. I don't want to see myself as just Yaya the DJ. It's like a new avenue. I always wanted to be a DJ. Years ago, I tried. I didn't have the confidence. Sometimes I doubted myself, or maybe it wasn't the right timing, I guess. But this time, I'm ready to do a lot. I'm ready to actually really put Zimbabwe into places that people never thought I would go, or Zimbabweans would go. You know, I want to perform in Ibiza there. Like, that's what I'll go.
Ibiza's
I want to
huge.
be performing Italy, somewhere far, you know, but still acknowledging the fact that I'm Zimbabwean, because I feel like we can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take this as a small hustle. I don't want to be, honestly, I don't want to be just a DJ. I don't want to be, I'd rather not be on every flyer in Zim.
Okay.
Or on a big flyer outside Zim, you know. I want to hit avenues where people understand that, yes, we are from Zimbabwe, but we know how to do this. We are from Zimbabwe, but we're cool, you know. So that's where I really want to take it. And I'm not going to stand up and say, oh, because I'm a female DJ, I'm supposed to get, you know, favors.
Yeah.
I really want to try. I really want to, like, make it proper, you know.
Well, you started on a good note. You're the best coach there is.
Look at my coach. Look at my coach. You see where I'm going? Far.
All right. Going off topic. Let's talk about your love life, though.
I hope you answered.
Taurua, there's silence.
Sit down.
No,
I answered like that was so vivid.
Let's not like, I'm not trying to put you on the spotlight. What kind of a man would you like find fascinating? Like, what's your pick? What's your ooh?
I like rude men. Like,
rude men.
Rude, yeah.
What do you mean rude men?
Like you know that those guys that you just can't talk to. Those are my spec. The moody ones all the time. The ones in the club that are just bumping their head like this.
Is this why you're with Alan?
Yeah. I like the guys that'll be just doing this in a club, you know.
Yeah.
Not all over the place.
What do you mean? Okay, what do you mean rude man? Like,
I just like people
arrogant men.
Yeah, that
arrogance is
that turns me on.
Oh wow. Arrogance is what? It's confidence.
Yes,
I put that in the same bracket.
Yeah.
If you're arrogant, you're confident.
Yeah.
So you like confident men.
Yeah, I like people that know what they're doing. Like, I don't like people that are all over the place. I am all over the place already. What do you need more?
It's too much.
You know, yeah, I'm all over the place. I talk too much. I'm hyper.
Yeah.
So I want someone who's like the opposite. Someone who's calm. Someone who
quiet.
Understands. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can talk, yes. You can be talkative, but know when to talk, like how to. Because one thing is, I'm already in media, so people sometimes just kind of disrespect women in media.
Yeah, true.
So I want a man who cover that up. People will be like, don't worry, the man is coming. And you know, my man will fuck you up. I want, like, you know, the one will come and be like, what's wrong? What's up?
You need a bad man, innit?
Yes!
A bad man.
That's the word.
If you're watching this, Yaya is not into that sweet stuff. It doesn't work for her. She needs men with a leather whip, handcuffs and stuff. Leather whip, handcuffs and stuff. Just say, right?
Yes.
Marriage, is that something on the pipeline? Too soon? Because like people would say that when a woman gets to the level where you are right now, is that you are in control, you're in power. Most women on your level right now wouldn't want to get married because it's hard for any man to kind of tame you and stuff like that, unless he's got a whip or something like that. A leather one, by the way. I'm saying, is marriage like something that you want to have like later on in life, kids, stuff like that?
Yeah, like
too soon.
It's not too soon. Like
too soon.
2 years ago, I really wanted to be married. Like, I found it 2 years ago. I wanted to have a family, like, quick. Like, I was like, yes, I need to get married. I want to have children, yes. Right? That's a definite yes. I want to have children. But, yes, I want to be married. I don't mean, like, no, but yes, I do. But I really want to be married to someone who understands my craft. Like, it's a few people, man.
It is difficult. Like,
it is. I know.
Yeah.
But I really need someone who understands, like, where I stand and knows what vision I'm driving.
True.
I had this conversation with one of my friends, and they're in the industry. They're like, you know, when people tell you that I sold my soul, right? A lot of people always come up and be like, oh, I sold my soul because of the devil, whatever.
Yeah.
You was telling me that, you know, they're selling souls. That is like something that you do off guard without even realizing that you sold your soul. You're not selling your soul to the devil, but selling your soul for something. You know, fame brings sacrifices. You're gonna downplay one thing. You never know it now, but the next year you'll be like, you know, I actually can't do this, you know. And you end up realizing you sold a bit of yourself to be famous. True. So it's telling me that fame comes with selling something. You're gonna sell your freedom, right?
True.
So fame doesn't walk along with freedom. So you need to know that's what you're doing.
True.
So for you women, it's hard because you're gonna be famous, you're gonna be on the spotlight, guys are on your back. Some of the guys are not really up for you. They just want to enjoy the fame, you know.
True.
And it's gonna be hard for you to get someone who would truly understand
and supports you.
Yeah, so maybe years later you're gonna be like, oh, actually, I sacrificed marriage for my career. I sacrificed a home for my career. But as long as what you're doing, you love it, then it's okay. But don't sacrifice it if you feel like you're not going to be standing your grounds the next few years and you're sulking, thinking I should have been married, I should have been a housewife, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know? So for me, I feel like I can't really say I'm sacrificing marriage for fame.
No.
But if I do find a man who's just open-minded enough to understand that I'm actually a cool person besides the whole cameras, and just someone who's willing to settle down, I'm down.
Yeah.
But I'm not willing to stop my career for anyone. I'm sorry, but it's facts. I just want someone who supports. Like, of course, I can cut off certain things to a certain extent, because if you're married, it comes with sacrifice. But plainly having to quit to be Yaya or start being a DJ or not being a social media influencer, whatever, I'm not going to stop. I can't promise that. But if you're coming to my life, I'd rather minimize certain things.
Okay.
But I can't completely sacrifice that for you to be a housewife.
Of course. You work too hard to get there.
I can't.
Because now you got to learn how to cook. And all of that.
Just so I can pay the maid to cook.
I'm saying.
Just so I can pay that. I'll cook.
But your partner right now understands this though, right?
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Have you had that discussion though? Has he ever brought up the fact that like, this is a bit much, or I don't know. Listen, I'm a guy, right? So I'm gonna speak from a guy.
Yes.
Angle of a guy, whereby, you know, you're out there, you're beautiful, you're young. There's gonna be a lot of sharks out there. You know, they're gonna come and promise honey, milk, you name it. You know what I'm saying?
A lot,
and I'm sure you get that a lot.
I do.
You get that a lot.
Yeah, I do.
But at the end of the day, he understands that this is what you do.
Yeah,
it's your work.
He does. You know what? He does. He actually understands that's what I do. He actually motivates me to do certain things. But my only maybe fear is I don't know if it's going to be understanding until marriage, If you're a girlfriend, it's fine. Because you can't really stop me completely. Like, if you really try to stop me now, go to my house. I'm like,
I was like, I'll go to my house.
But when I'm married, I have to be with you. Like, you're going to sleep in the same bed, but angry,
Yeah.
But he understands to a certain level that I really respect. And he actually supports my craft. I'm sure the first gigs I got when I wanted to be a DJ last year is actually the one who he bought them. And I was like, I bought you stuff. Do what you got to do. And I was just lazy.
Okay.
So I feel like that's a level of support that's really interesting. Yes, maybe later there'll be, ups and downs. But yeah.
I mean, the reason why I asked that question is that a lot of men would feel very uncomfortable having their partner all over the place. It's a bit intimidating.
It is.
It's a bit intimidating.
I figured with time. Like actually early last year, I had another relationship as well.
Another one?
Another relationship with somebody. So that somebody was like, you need to stop whatever you're doing. It's like, okay, you actually say, oh, you have a gig. How much are they paying? Then maybe I'll say 1,000. Like, okay, I'll give you 1,000. Don't go.
Okay.
So for me at first, it was fun. Like, let me get.
And you did go. You got 2,000.
No, first gig.
I'm saying you took
left
the 1,000.
Yeah, I was like, let me not go to my gig. Let me get the money.
Yeah.
Then the next gig, same situation. And I was like, no. You're trying to kill my career, actually. You don't like me. Because if you like me...
You don't like me?
He doesn't.
No, that's a bit harsh, though.
You don't like me. Because why would you want me to stop going to work and say I'll care over you?
Oh, he wants his baby next to him. He's a bit jealous. Men get jealous, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and when men when men get jealous, they do stupid stuff.
Yeah,
like really stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like he doesn't like me because he was supposed to support me. Like, wherever you are, you don't like me, Sha. You don't like me.
No, that's a bit harsh, though. How can you say you don't like me?
I just thought about it now.
No, you thought about it now. No, he was jealous. He just didn't want to put you. He didn't want to put you. He didn't want to put you out there so that someone would just scoop you off your feet like that.
But I actually don't. I'm actually very settled. Like, I'm calm. I wondered why he thought like that. But then that's how I actually left him, because I was like, I need someone who really supports what I do. I'll only be a happy wife if you support what I'm doing. Trust me, if you stop me from being Yaya, I'm sure you have troubles, because I won't be happy.
Yeah, of course.
When I'm in my zone, I'm happy, I'm comfortable, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So I'll bring good vibes to you either way.
True.
So I feel like you just need to come and support me in whatever I do.
Yeah.
And then things go. But if I don't get married to somebody else, I'll get somebody else.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay. Tell us about the most embarrassing moment you ever had being a celebrity. What was something that you would never forget? Something that happened to you that you would never forget?
Let me think. There's a lot.
There's been a lot.
There's been a lot going
Yeah.
What happened? Okay. Ooh, yeah, this one. So I think this is actually this year. Should be this year, a little last year. So I go on stage. I was hosting. So I get on stage, right? I'm hosting, and I was wearing a short skirt. Me. I was like, the good vibe. It's a short skirt, right? So I'm on stage. I'm vibing. I didn't know that my underwear was sticking out. Yo, no way. And in another color, it was a denim skirt. Right. So the underwear is like off color. And it's like picking out, right? I didn't see it. So now the guys that were there, I was on stage, are doing, this. They're like
peeping toms.
And they're having fun.
Sick man.
And now, in my mind, I can't. So at least my manager was there. She figured, flip. Just comes on stage, starts pulling down my skin. Right. Then I just go to the side. I just did a minute, blah, blah, blah. To the side, the DJ's playing music. It's like, wangu kayo. That was crazy.
You gave them a show.
I did. But that was crazy.
It would have been
embarrassing. Like, they never bothered to even tell me.
No, why would they do that?
They were enjoying.
Why would they do that?
It was so embarrassing. And another one. I've heard a lot of embarrassing things happen to me.
Is it?
This at the time. I was young. I was starting to be an MC, and I had a prom I was hosting for. I forgot the name of the school. Right? We were by. What do you call it? I forgot the hotel, but along Matali Road. Cresta. Yes, should be Cresta. Yeah. So I'm there. So I was wearing a white dress, like a white mesh dress. It was nice. And I wore red panties, right?
Oh, wow.
I don't know what came over me.
Well,
I didn't, at that time, I was young. Like, some things I just didn't know. Like, you
were colorblind.
I was colorblind. Imagine I go to the show. I host. Then we take pictures, everything. Now, posting on social media, we post all of the pictures outside one of the kids. First comment, and now the comment section goes crazy.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the pictures like, yes.
That's where you find me, the comment section.
It was crazy, Chuck. It was they did me dirt.
Yeah, but some of these things, there's nothing like bad publicity. You know that, right?
I know.
You always have to give them something to talk about.
I left that picture, but it was. And I don't delete. Like, if it don't come from my head out, okay, leave it.
You leave it there.
I think it was crazy. I remember my mom calling me like, Shamwan, what were you thinking? I was like, but I actually didn't see it. Like, I was there, but I didn't see it. My face is red.
Yeah.
But it was embarrassing. And lastly, last but not the least, so I did a video once. I don't know what I was doing, and my armpits were not shaved.
Yo.
Me have stories, stories for the century.
Yo.
Then I post. I think I'm Michelle. I'm in my house. No one cares. Someone just goes like, "Why did you not shave your armpits?" Oh,
ask people in the comment section. We pick on that.
The video goes on Zimselebs. I was roasted, left, right, and center.
But look at you now.
I was like,
are they shaved?
Yes. But it was a close call. Now they are.
They are.
But I remember, you know what I did? I did a follow-up video on that one.
Yeah.
The same day, I did a video just shaving. I didn't say anything. Just a video shaving my armpits, and I posted it. I went viral.
So now your mistake became something creative.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's clever.
Sorry, Zimbabweans. I didn't know. Yeah. I was like, so I always tend, like when the world gives you lemons,
make lemonade.
No, I'll get tequila and take shots with a lemon.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you are crazy, as people say. You are crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, Yaya Good Vibes, one of the biggest stars in Zimbabwe right now. Like I said, a personal friend of mine. Reason why she's on the podcast, that I saw her come up. I saw her come up. Remember when we did that interview?
Yeah.
What radio station was that?
It was Heart and Soul.
Heart and Soul. That was like, what newspaper was that? Newsday, was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was on the Newsday.
Yeah, so I was being a bit bougie those days, and she kept calling.
I did. I was so patient.
I was like, come find it.
I was so young.
I was
at school.
Yeah, Campane. Then I saw the flyer. So when I saw the flyer, I was like, oh, she's serious. You know what I'm saying? That's when it was a Saturday morning.
Yeah,
and I remember I got out of the club around 4 a.m. and I was so drunk and I was planning to disappoint you actually. But then I woke up and I was like, all right. But I mean, the interview was pretty dope. I mean, we spoke about so many things.
Yeah,
I think,
we did.
Yeah. I mean, I think this was when Fiesta was actually blowing up back
Yeah,
then.
it was. It was the time.
Yeah. And then, she used to sell ice, by the way.
Yeah, I was just
Tell us some of the things that you've done. I mean, you did T-shirts.
I think let's do this. Let me tell you the list of things I've done in my life. Yeah, I'm a serial entrepreneur.
No sex tapes, though. We don't want to know.
I don't have, I'm boring like that, sorry. I'm fun, but I don't have a sex.
You don't have?
I'm boring.
Why?
So usually you come it up, turn into a snake. But well, what I've done.
I know you did T-shirts. Right?
I did. Okay, I started off. Okay, let me tell you the first things I did.
The first hustle.
First hustle is I sold mints, like
mints.
sweets. You know mints, yeah.
The crystals.
Yeah. So my mom used to have like a mini tag shop, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I used to sell, like all the time. I'll come back from school and go sell in there. So she was like, so what you want to do? I was like, at least I can sell mints here. So I used to get my profits, like, 10 cents, 20 cents.
Yeah.
So I put mints in the store and people, each time you buy bread, I'm like, buy mints, Sha. I sold mints. Like, I actually did sell mints for a long time. And started doing T-shirts, the emoticon. It used to be up. I don't know if the page is still on Gram. And then I started selling ice.
Ice.
Yeah, I was an ice queen for a
I remember.
time. I used to supply a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then
Are you still doing ice though?
I had to follow one of the guys, but we were planning to actually
your business partner?
Yeah, I used to have a very good business partner, but then Akazongo, work. But then we were planning to actually come back again because everything is still set. Yeah. Just schedules and whatnot. And then I had a perfume shop. I used to sell perfumes. Yeah, that one was good business. I used to sell.
Yeah, because Zimbabweans don't bath, so it's good business, selling perfume. Zimbabweans don't bath.
We bath.
Remember that comedian that came out?
Yeah, that was trash.
What was his name?
Go under the boat saying the same thing.
He said, no, real talk, he said it. And everybody went out there and bit his head off. But the truth is, I've been walking in, amongst people sometimes. I must say not everybody, but yeah. What I'm trying to say is Yaya's got a perfume shop, so y'all go see that shop.
Yeah, you need to smell good. Smelling good.
It is important.
It's a must. It's a must. And I was doing China. I have a store for clothes. Yeah. So we used to do bulk buying for China and we'll sell clothes from China at a cheaper price also actually. It's still good business. For now, we're not doing winter. We're supposed to do winter wholesale, but my schedule just been killing me. I couldn't go to China earlier. Hair. I sell hair as well. So if you want nice wigs like I was pull up, hit me
You still selling hair?
Yes, I'm still selling hair.
Okay, all right.
Also now, what other business do I do? I'm low-key getting into transport. I'm still trying to get a hang of things.
Oh man, she wants to take
I
it
want to
all.
get full-time into logistics.
You want to take it all.
I want to do. That's the plan.
So are you going to go into politics anytime soon?
Honestly, I would love to be in politics. That's actually true. Like, I was talking to my mother, telling her, like, I'm looking for another degree to do. Probably I would do law or
political
public
science.
Relations or international relations or something.
Yeah.
So that when I get appointed as a minister, I don't start talking, shit like, she's not learned, she's just a DJ. No, I'll be having my papers. Yeah. So I really would love to get into politics. Maybe just like I'll start off as a deputy minister of,
How old are you, if I may ask? As you don't never ask a woman her age. How old are you, man?
I'm doing one on 1998. I'm 98. Okay. So I'm 26, turning 27.
Oh, wow. I mean, you've achieved a lot, man.
I know, right?
No,
people think I'm 30. It's fine.
No,
I know you think I'm 30.
I wanted you to actually say your age, you know what I'm saying? So I can go back to the beginning whereby...
You see, now you can trace...
Yeah, I can trace how you spoke to the principal to get the college going. You did the mints thing. You did the T-shirts thing. You did the ice thing.
Perfume. Clothes,
you know what I'm saying? So you've been. You're not Nigerian, you sure? Because your hustle started a long time ago. Your hustle started a long time ago. You know what I'm saying?
Boys.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it comes from my mom.
Is it?
My mother never had like a proper job.
Okay.
My mom got married while she was a maid. So
Okay.
she always told me from day one,
Go get it.
Don't work.
Go
my
get it.
friend. My mom has done a lot.
Yeah.
If I would tell you how many jobs she has taken up in her life, you'd be like, what?
What?
So it comes.
I guess
from you.
I guess that's where you get that energy from. Yeah.
I don't tire.
She got it from her mama.
I got it from my mama. But I don't tire. I always say this. I'm not tired. I will not be tired. I know I'm gonna sleep for a long time when I'm dead. So why not work now?
True. Yeah.
I'm gonna be sleeping, and I'm gonna be like
we'll rest when we did.
Voluntarily sleeping.
Yeah.
So I work. I get into new venues, new ideas. I ask, and if I like, I'm like, oh, let me try it. Sometimes it actually doesn't work out. It's not like everything works out.
Yeah.
So sometimes it works. Sometimes I remember Mfana T-shirts was crazy. We sold. That time.
Yeah.
I sold T-shirts that were written Mfana Uniga, and I made money.
Oh, nice.
I remember that's when my dearest brother got me my first car, which is like a Honda Fit that time. It was a hybrid, and I was like 20. It was so cool. I worked. I remember going up and down selling T-shirts. I'll deliver at your doorstep. You know?
Wow!
And I'll just put in effort. Everything I do, I try to put effort.
100%. Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm hoping my transfer business goes through because I feel like it's interesting. Something I love doing. Yeah.
All of this below the age of 30.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm just
crazy
now to marry me.
I think they're scared. I think they're scared. Yeah.
No, they shouldn't be.
They're scared.
I'll share with you, my man.
Yeah. You take care of them, right?
I'll give you $5. You know,
Out of every 100, you give me 5.
Yeah, that's a fair deal.
It is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for making time for us. I'm with Yaya Good Vibes, superstar. I mean, this conversation was long overdue. I think this is very encouraging to the women of Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
I mean, your life story is amazing. There's a lot of women out there that need to hear this kind of conversation. And the conversation is don't give up. You know, I mean, chase your dreams. It doesn't matter what obstacles you have in your way, just jump over them.
That's true.
You get to where you might not get there, you might get further. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, you might get further than that. But to all the ladies out there, all the young ladies out there watching this, I mean, I brought her on this show specifically for that conversation that it's not a male-dominated world right now. It's not a male-dominated industry right now. Anybody can be whatever they want to be, whatever they choose to be. And you are a living testimony of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you because I saw you come up. You know what I'm saying? I saw you come up. And now she's going to be one of the biggest DJs in Zimbabwe.
Facts.
Y'all watch this space, man.
Facts.
Through that. Anything you want to say to your fans?
I just want to say keep supporting, honestly, and don't quit supporting me. It's always your support that gets me going. Just one like can get me going. Trust me, it's not about 100 or 1,000. Just one can actually make me wake up in the morning. And also, I'd like to extend my love and gratitude to my team. I have an amazing manager. She started working for me last year.
Nyasha.
I promise. My manager is a woman, by the way. People think I have a male manager.
Same height.
Same size.
Same size and height.
You know, when you get in meetings, people look at us like this.
Twins.
But our ideas like, wait.
Are you guys related though?
She's my best friend.
Oh, I thought you were sisters.
No, she's my best friend. She's the first girl that actually came to Mars. She's my senior in high school. She's my senior in high school.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
when I was now getting into Form 1, she was already at QE, right?
Okay.
Then she comes to my house and knocks and goes like, I'm like, why are you?
Oh, so you guys go way back.
Yeah, like nice. It's fun to go. So she started. She joined the brand last year. I had another manager, and shout out to my previous manager. Though it is my ex, but when it comes to work,
hold up.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
What was his name again?
Honda Sugar.
Yeah. What? You guys were actually dating?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
You mean you guys actually?
I didn't know. I thought that was just some television thing. Is it? I thought it was just for the vibes and stuff.
We dated.
Then what happened? Did you cheat? What happened?
Do I look like someone who cheats?
Yes. You know what? I was about to cut this, but you just unearthed something. It'll sit in the back of my head, and then what happened? Okay, hold up. Is this something that you want to talk about? Because we don't have to. Yeah, what happened?
We've never talked about it, eh?
Yeah. What's his name again?
Important Sugar.
What's his
He's now Master H's manager.
Oh yeah, but what's his real name?
Sukari.
Sukari, Mponde Sugar.
Sukari means sugar.
Oh.
So like we had a good team. When it comes to work, I also want to extend I think most of my gratitude as well goes to him.
Okay.
Yes, we might have not been compatible love-wise, but it comes to pushing the brand. Trust me, you'd wake you up every day and tell you can.
How long did you guys date?
3 years, 4.
4 years.
Yeah,
so
4 years.
when did you realize you're not compatible?
Hey, Papa,
listen to Uncle Chuck's asking these sensitive questions.
No, it's not. It's a learning.
Something
curve.
must have happened though for that to trigger.
I was okay. He was an amazing manager.
Okay.
He was an amazing work partner.
Okay.
When he tells you I'm gonna bring 5,000, he'll bring 5,000. But when it comes to love, probably I have certain expectations, and he had certain expectations,
Okay.
and we just couldn't. So what would keep us together more was the work.
Oh, okay.
So you end up being with someone because you're like, oh, you know what? This person actually works harder.
Okay.
This person actually knows what to do and how to do it.
Yeah.
But now when it comes to personal life, it was so hard. Okay, after I'm not talking to you on a personal level, but I have to talk to you work-wise.
Yeah.
So it's more like I have to quit talking to you, but I have to talk to you. Ah, it sucks. So we just talked about it. Like, yo.
Was the breakup painful though?
It was like
Really
it
painful.
really sucked. Oh,
Is it? Who brought it up? Who brought it up? Was it you or him?
I'll never say, but but the breakup was one of we both went through the most. I remember one time we actually had to talk throughout the breakup. Like sometimes we're like, yo, Shaka, me, I'm stressed right now. Why should you like sleep, Sha?
How did you break up and then talk?
We did.
Okay.
We had.
Did it help?
It did, because
Okay.
we were like, we're not meeting. Because once we meet you, now we're back to zero. We agreed. We talked. You know the truth. So, like, we talked about it. It was, and we figured it was one of the best decisions we've ever had.
But you're cool now, though.
Yeah, you know, when
cool.
he gets a gig, probably that needs me, I'm there.
All
When
right.
Master H is, because I remember we were still together when Master H came on board, and he was working with him. So I was partly part of the management part. So
Yeah.
right now, I still support Master H 100%. If
All
they
right,
call me
all
that
right.
the gig, I'm there. I don't even hesitate.
Yeah.
And if I need them to perform with my gigs, they're there.
Yeah.
Don't need to even think twice, because we ended up being a family at the end of the day.
Oh, nice.
But when it comes to relationship-wise and anything to do with personal life, we are not together.
Okay.
Yeah, I respect his space. He respects my space, which is very.
Did he move on?
I don't know how. We actually don't even talk about that. I never had the chance.
I'm
to
just
talk
trying to
about
poke you a little bit.
that. No, I don't. But me, I tried. I tried my best to move.
Fastest.
Not fast. I
Yeah.
took my time.
Yeah.
I actually took my time, and I just, I'm out here.
All right.
chilling.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Yaya Good Vibes. Pleasure having you on the show.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for making time for us. We're going to practice after this, you know what I'm saying? So I need to turn her into a superstar.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything you want to say to, like, okay, I cut you off that time, but I just want to, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was saying my management, thank you so much. Nyasha works amazing. Like, she works with I'm a superstar. If only people you be not on the camera, we have a problem.
I know.
Me out here wanting to wine quick. I'm like, Yasha, I said I want wine, but you said water. No, turn it into wine. But she's always hands on. Like,
Yeah.
she'll hold you down. Like,
Nice.
she know it sucks, but she'll hold you down either way. So that's amazing. And love to Alan as well. He's my internet boyfriend. People always want to know if he's my man. Alan is not my man. Please.
Met him in person, good peoples.
Yeah, he's good people. So
Yeah.
we're working together for this season. I don't know if we're going to extend more to forever. I don't know. But he's an amazing person. Alan will pull you down. He will at the same time pull you up. He will give you tantrums, but he will still pull up. When it comes to work, he will pull up. When you have ideas, you'll be the first person to be like, let's do it. So I would like to extend, my love to him as well, because he's always there. And I'm always there for him as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So there you have it. An exclusive with Yaya, her story from the beginning to where she is right now. Sky's the limit. She's not stopping. Watch this space. All right. We'll see you next week. Peace out.